everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Burgundy Talks. My name is Adebimpe Susan. And we promised you contrarian perspectives, yeah? So today we're talking about toxic relationships. There are different angles to this, but today we're going to be focusing on toxic relationships with your parents. We're going to be talking about how toxicity can enter into those kinds of relationships. If you want to know more about this, join me and my co-host Ibukun Odejide after this. Welcome back, guys. We have our co-host here. Ibukun, welcome our viewers.
Hi.
We're going to be talking about toxicity in relationships. And I said that we're going to be focusing on toxicity in relationships. Parents, how can toxicity exist? Because everybody's parents is good. My mom and my dad, they are the good ones. Everybody's parents are the good ones. Nobody's parents are bad. But we all know these things. So how can toxicity exist in relationships with our parents?
These are events. They may be isolated, they may be recurring, that allow for abuse or trauma to thrive or fester. So it could be verbal, it could be financial, it could be violence, physical violence, and it could be for either party. Yes.
So from parents to child, from child to parents.
Yes. It could also be sexual.
I'm just going to put out this disclaimer here. The fact that maybe you've had a toxic relationship with your parents does not mean that your parents are bad people.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that that event or a series of events or the period was toxic.
Yeah.
And it's not just one party's fault most of the time. Sometimes it's one party's fault.
We're humans, and we only can work with the amount of knowledge that we have. The African parents that we had were able to parent us from the place of knowledge that they had. And this was after many wars, civil wars across West Africa. If you look at that, so there was so much violence that they didn't unpack from, that they didn't heal from, and then they brought that into relationships,
and it became their normal.
Yeah, and then comparing children to another, wanting the best for the children. The intentions were not in themselves bad, the methods were. Yeah. And I would say this, that parenting is heavy duty stuff.
So if you're planning on, having a baby, you better think twice.
Or babies.
Make sure you're ready.
And this is not just is emotional capacity. So it wasn't that they didn't love, it was expression of some of these things. So is that you're showing me that you love me, but you're verbally abusing me. You're showing me that you care for me, but
the words coming out of your mouth are kind of contradicting.
Yes.
You're telling me things that are emotionally damaging.
Yes.
But you're asking me that, do I want so and so gifts? What do you want me to say to that? I mean, for some of us, we're kind of used to it. We don't expect our parents to apologize to us. We don't expect our parents to tell us that they love us. We don't expect words of affirmation from our parents. What we expect is, Shotijel,
have you eaten?
Have you eaten? What we expect is, so I saw this fabric in the market. It's kind of expensive, but it looks like the kind of thing that you like.
Or it will fit your
color. Do you want? We're used to that, and we've kind of accepted that. Yes. But the reason why we're having this conversation is so that we don't carry that into our future relationships with our children. I know someone that told me that, what, I'm not going back to that house. I'm not driving any car in that compound until I finish saving up and I buy my own car and I drive in. And I'm like, it's not because you want to be comfortable. It's not because you hate, Lagos hustle and tussle. It's cause you wanna shine to your daddy.
Unfortunately, daddy doesn't even see it.
He doesn't even know that those things he said to you hurt you, because we don't even have those communication lines are not open.
You know that they don't know open.
Open.
They don't exist. They don't exist. Do you understand? It does not exist. So this is you coming to a place of self-awareness. And I know that self-awareness has been tossed in people's faces a whole lot.
introspection is the beginning of growth. I always say something. Have a bullshit detector and use it on yourself daily. You might not like what you find, but at least you know that this thing is wrong with me.
Yeah. And that's where you can now start having healthier relationships with them. Are you going to say that these healthier relationships with them can happen?
I think that it can, but I think that in some cases, you first of all need to get, I'm not going to curse, but you need to get out. Yeah. See, once you can begin to fend for yourself, and see, some people live in polygamous homes.
Yeah.
Where it's not conducive, and sometimes it's not polygamous, but it's just toxic.
Yeah.
And you're grown enough to get out of there. Please do with wisdom. I mean, don't disrespect your parents, because I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible that says that, honor your father and your mother.
Yeah.
So do it with wisdom, but carefully emancipate yourself.
Before you start emancipation, is that you please look at yourself. Are you emotionally in a place where you can stay by yourself? Are you financially in a place that...
It's true. God bless him also.
If you leave anyhow, you will come back and beg these people, and it's going to hurt your pride. And if you feel that conversations can be had with them, or with people you think maybe be able to explain the reason why you're making this decision,
peace.
You understand, is that you are ensuring that even though you are leaving, there is peace. No strife. I'm a firm believer in strife not existing. Strife being out of the way. So please look at...
I like fights, but continue.
Look at your resources, your human resources. Can you stay with someone else for a week, 2 months? Would you be able to shuttle down between your business and work? All the things that are available right now. Can you do that move? Do you have to plan for it? Do you have to save for it? Do you have to invest? Do you have to sell something to do it?
Or can you just have a conversation with them?
Yes, they are well intentioned, and oftentimes is that they don't know.
Okay.
So when you begin to bring them to a place of knowledge, they may not be able to apologize like you would like, but you will see changes in behavior. I truly believe that, because I've seen it happen. We are not abdicating them of responsibility of not knowing.
No, I mean, that's why this conversation is happening.
Yes, but is that so that when you begin or
to parent somebody,
or in the relationships when you are mentoring all those young girls, all those young boys, you begin to know the reason why you are shouting on top of your voice. Or the reason why you are sending stinker emails. Should we go there?
We'll go there very soon. Very, very soon. When we talk about mentee-mentor relationships. See you soon.